5. Ancient Greek facts. You didn't learn in school. Did you know that the ancient Greeks kept their wine in 200-year-old clay pots? Well, actually, they didn't. The ancient Greeks didn't have fridges, so they would store their wine in large clay jars called amphoras. These jars were sealed with a wax cap to keep the wine fresh for as long as possible. But the wine wouldn't last forever. And to make sure that people knew how old the wine was, they would actually date the jars. The dating system they used is still used by archaeologists today to figure out how old a vase or an amphora is. Speaking of vases, did you know that the ancient Greeks made some really beautiful vases? In fact, the Greeks were so good at making vases that the Romans copied their style. They took the Greek vases and made them into frescoes. You can actually still see this style of fresco in Pompeii today. Did you know that the ancient Greeks loved to watch sports? They loved it so much that they had their own Olympics. The first Olympic Games were held in 776 BC in the city of Olympia. And just like today, the ancient Olympic Games were all about the glory. The Greeks believed that winning an Olympic event was the highest honor an athlete could achieve. So much so that if you won, your name was written down in history forever. But not only did the ancient Greeks love to watch sports, they also loved to play them. In fact, the ancient Greeks were the first known civilization to develop team sports. They played a game very similar to basketball, except instead of a ball, they used a leather sack. And instead of a hoop, they used a basket attached to a wall. And finally, fact number 5. Did you know that the ancient Greeks were crazy rich? I mean, crazy rich. The GDP of ancient Greece was around 300 billion US dollars in today's money. And back then, there was no income tax, no sales tax, and no one had to pay taxes on their gifts. So basically, if you were a wealthy merchant, you could basically do whatever you wanted. You could throw huge parties, you could commission amazing works of art, and you could even build your own temple. In fact, some of the richest people in ancient Greece built their own temples to make sure that everyone knew how rich they were. So there you have it, 5 facts about ancient Greece that you won't learn anywhere else. Now check out what life was really like in ancient Greece, or click this other video instead. Come on, click it, please click it.